Hello scholars! Today we're going to look at the elements of plot in a short Pixar video called For the Birds. You should have just watched the video. If not, stop this presentation now, go back and watch For the Birds, and then come back and pick up again right here. So we're going to take a look at the elements of plot in For the Birds. Let's just review what those elements are. They are the exposition, which is setting and characters, the rising action, which is conflict and obstacles, the climax of the story, the highest point of tension, and the breaking point, the falling action, the results of the choice that the protagonist makes at the climax, the breaking point, and then we get to denouement, the end of the story, where we get a resolution for the conflicts and we get a sense of the theme. So let's take a look at the elements of For the Birds. We're going to start with our setting. We know that this is a sunny day in a rural area. It's close to contemporary time period because we can tell at least it's got some power lines and electricity. So it's in the last 75 years. The characters include some small birds. These are the birds on a wire, and they bicker, and they don't seem to want to share very well. They get upset at each other taking up space on the wire. And then there's a big bird. This is our main character, our protagonist of the story. He appears to be nicer and more pleasant than the others. The other smaller birds make fun of him because he's different. All right, rising action. So we've got a conflict here. The big bird sits on the wire and makes all the other birds slide together. Now they really don't have the space that they want because they don't want him around. He is different. And the obstacle here is that the small birds cannot move with the big bird on the line. The big bird is perfectly happy. The small birds are not happy at all. So we're going to get now to the climax, the highest point of tension, the breaking point. Well, in the climax, leading up to the climax here, we have one bird who pecks the big bird's belly. And he falls over, and then a couple of birds start pecking at his toes, at his feet. Remember, they are pretty mean. Until they notice what might happen if he lets go. And the climax, the big bird lets go. Poof. All go flying the little birds up into the air. Okay, now what's the consequences? What are the results of that? The falling action. The little birds fall to the ground, and the big bird laughs at them because they are now featherless. He's having fun. He used to be the odd one, and now they are. That takes us to the denouement. In the denouement, we get the final resolution to the story, and we'll come up with a theme. So the resolution here is the birds are going to go hide behind the big bird because they are naked. And now the big bird's oddity that they derided before is of value. It's a benefit. That leads us to a theme, a lesson. Don't make fun of differences. Don't look down on differences in others. They could be a benefit. All right, how did you do? Those are the elements of plot for the short video For the Birds. You're going to try it out now on your own with another short video called Lifted. Good